It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Hits inside, it's Johnson. They were all over it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On the run, fires downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it. He'll toss it. He's got the 1st down. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Follows his blocks. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Drops back. It's Bailey. Buying time to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic of him. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The run inside. It's Williams. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On play action. Throwing right. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Got some green grass. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do. And
he tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give is to Williams. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds a tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Selling the fake. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Left side, it's Moore. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, it's Johnson. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Stepping to the right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Red Raiders. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No Could see some doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll give it to Johnson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll run him again. He's got enough. At the 45 on his way. There's some room. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sells to run, wants to pass. Looking left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Firing toward the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, 2, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Red Raider! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, he's gonna take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bailey. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the 1st half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the 2nd half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the 2nd half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's the Beavers engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up, trying to slip through and pick it up. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. In traffic, it's Simmons. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The cover...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Running inside, it's Johnson. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Makes a grab and room to run. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Left side, it's Napier. Running through contact. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Moving out to the right. On the move, he fires. The short hands, it's Moore. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Quick give, it's Johnson. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Tight end now in motion. Hits inside, it's Johnson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver going in motion. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield is Hammond. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Miles. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Motion from the wide receiver. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. Just gets rid of that one.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And they're not on the same page there.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch going over the top. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback that's always going to extend the play.
He wants to go deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Trying to take it back.